Zombie apocalypse.
Hey guys, welcome to another Top Drives video, and today we're going to be looking at the finals gameplay for the Porsche RS Spider Evo finals. Now I've got no pack openings or anything like that to bring you. As you can probably see, my cash and gold is extremely low. I have got that many cars building and fusing, I don't know what to do with myself. So many. Just so many cars. What I can show you though is I want to actually show you just two cars that I've been lucky enough to pull a max so far from the new update. So the first one is the Hyundai Envision 74. Now that is built 233, 2.8 and 97. It's going to be a strong one. Got lucky just pulling that out of my Flags carbon fibre. And the other one, if you watch my live video, you'll know I got the RQ72. Where is it? It's that one, the Hyundai Volster N TCR as well. That's another one built 233, and that looks at 3.8 and 102. I think it just falls behind all three of the main sort of prize cars for front wheel drive. As the prize ones just seem slightly better. So the Primera, which other ones is it? It's the Audi, and so the Audi and the Renault Laguna, which I think is RQ72 also. So yeah, it just falls. It's very, very close between the four of them. But I think because it's not a prize car, obviously it's slightly worse, but it just slides into there. So it's going to be a strong car to use for the Asia Pacific Grand Prix, and of course it's non-prize. So looking forward to getting a chance to use them too. Unfortunately, no new legendaries found for the tag, but that's kind of life, and you know, it is what it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the RS Spider Evo, whatever it is, finals. I have already entered. I entered late last night. The RQ is 395. It's 2020 to 2023. Non-prize cars, and it's all the tags from the previous 6 updates. And so ACC, Black Forest, Savannah, Lock to Lock, World Expo, and Pacific Coast Highway. And of course, the prize up for grabs is the Porsche RS Spider, RQ97, 2.7, 97 handling. It's a 2005 model. On slick tyres at rear-wheel drive. Enter the Black Forest tagged and Motorsport tagged as well. So a decent-ish one. Then you've got the Audi RS4 B7. Unfortunately, I've had no experience with this. I have maxed it, but never actually used it. Now, of course, I can show you it maxed if you are interested. I'll do that in a minute. The next one is the Acura. 4-wheel drive standard tyres. By all accounts, I do think it's probably a good one. Again, not one I've had any use with, and mine is completely stock. And then you're looking at the Holden Adventura, all-wheel drive, all surface, and then you start dropping off into really some stuff that's not very good. Now, I have noticed that the amount of plays seems to have gone up. Not maybe on the finals. The finals was definitely 30 previously, but the amount of plays for other events seem to have gone up. So let's quickly show you that Audi. It was an RQ73. there it is. So that's it maxed 233, 3.8 and 94. Like I said, absolutely had no sort of like experience with it. It's had 12 races. I'm hoping it's going to come in use at some point. So this is the hand I'm using. Now I've gone with a 122 version of the S-Cross Turismo, a 123 Tagon Turbo S, the 718 Cayman GT4 is 2-3. No, it's not 233. It's 123, and that actually beats the Epic pretty much everywhere. 332 on the red eye. Unfortunately, doesn't seem to be as good as the red one. The super stock, is it? And then just a filler with the Morgan +4 race car. I'm not sure what else I could use around the 57, 59 mark. There's not a lot. Still got quite a lot of stock off-roaders and stuff like that. Just not been interested in building them. Yes, someone has beat me. This is the race I can't seem to win. I'm struggling with this one in general just because of the North Loop replay. If you've got a car with huge MRA, you're going to take a big win there. So these are the sort of hands I'm coming up against. So I'm actually going to try this guy. And what I'm going to do is, so there is one city streets, and don't forget, guys, you can actually now see what is going on. So we're going to go that way. That might be a bit of a disastrous one, and that's definitely going to lose. So I could lose this one. This is the only track set I'm really struggling with. The rest of them I seem to be fine with. That's only took a 50 win on the wet. On the dry, it's a bit of a different story. This kind of depends on how quickly, I suppose, the Porsche can stay ahead. I don't think it will because it's too twisty. The BMW is a good shout of a car. I'm going to lose loads on this next race. I'm going to lose loads here, and that's a given. This is why, this is the one I'm struggling with. So this is going to be another loss for me, of course. Nothing I can do about that. It just literally depends on the track sets. And let's hope that one doesn't pop up again. So this one's different now, and this is the guy I've just lost to. Should be a little bit easier now to get the win back, mainly because I can go that on the city streets and that on the twisty, and then I'm going to put that on the karting, that on the highway. Now I should probably lose 2 out of the 3 here. This is why I've kind of kept the Porsche in. I was a bit, should I change it for the BMW and put all the Celine and then just slightly increase on the Morgan? But I just feel that that was very close then, actually. Yeah, I kind of was like, do I increase on the Morgan and reduce? I don't know. I don't know which way to go. I feel that I'm happy with what I've got so far. I think it's going to be a fight. I don't expect it's going to be an easy finals, but I also don't feel that a lot of people have massively invested into the finals. I've built slightly, already had most of the cars maxed that I wanted to use anyway, so I can beat that one again. That's not a problem. We know that. that would be an interesting one. I could beat this guy, I think. 13,000 trophies. He's got 2 good legendaries. This guy, he's running an uncommon, which I think is a very brave thing to do. I know that the Tegan will beat that on the city street. The Cross Turismo will beat that on the city streets. That would be. You'd have to make up massive points on the karting circuit to win that one. And this guy's running maxed legendary, maxed epic. So, and another maxed epic. Quite a heavy finals. So I am going to try this guy this time. And I want to go there. Now, he's using rear-wheel drive. So this will probably lose race 1. He hasn't maxed his red eye. We're going to go that on the hairpin and lose the karting circuit here. So not much between them, but the disappointing thing is that mine is built 1, 2, 3, and his is just 1 star. That's kind of crazy, unfortunately. I don't know if I want to rejig my hand. I'm not sure what I want to do. And the last race here, this should be a nice big win, to be fair, because he's using rear-wheel drive performance. So that's 106 points on that race alone. So, I mean, I could... Let me save the hand. I could go. Which way could I go? See, that doesn't really open it up much more, and it kind of leaves me vulnerable to the wet for the track set with too wet. I could do that. Let me have a... what else could I use? 68. Nothing really. Okay, so I am going to give this a little tinkle and see what happens here. So... that's beatable. That's beats a bull, I think. That Laguna Seca is the one that's really going to be his downfall. I know I can beat the city streets, and I know I can beat Laguna Seca. It'd be close between the 70 and 125 because the red eye is really quick. And I don't know which one would win between this and this, the tricolour. Now, we know Hairpin Road's more about, the 0 to 60, but will that 102 handling make a huge difference if I sacrifice that to the fast circuit against his legendary? So, I think, unfortunately, I'm going to have to kind of play within my bounds and know what I can achieve. So we're going to go that way. We're going to go there, and then lose the fast circuit to the tricolour. How much is the tricolour going to lose? I don't know. Win? I don't know. We'll find out now. Probably about 100, I was going to say. So that's 110. But it is 2-star as well, and it's almost maxed. This should be a nice win. 101. So that does claw some back for me. I know that this wins. Have you noticed how they've taken the rolling start away on Laguna Seca? Because it was kind of like rolling then to 30 mile an hour, and then, the race started. It's now just a full rolling start, which is nice. And then this one will be quite interesting. I think the Celine should grab this one nice and easily. I think that might be a change of hand for me now. We'll see how it works going into the event a little bit more. Hopefully grab the prize car without any sort of investment on that one. So the other events we've got going is the Black Forest one and Wanderlust, or Wanderlust, whichever one you want to call it. So Black Forest, and this one's with the pickups. I'm actually doing really quite well with this one. My weakest link is actually this, and that's mainly because it's just not maxed. But I wouldn't know what to swap it out with. Because I still feel it's strong enough. Even I haven't even one-starred it. Now, what people seem to forget is that the lumber mill twisty circuit, although it says mixed, it's majority dry. So, guys, I wouldn't even worry about that. I would literally just allow yourself to take a performance tyre car there and just let it do its work. It's literally 95% of it is dry tarmac with a very slight bit at the end. And you're not even going to make that much of a difference off the start, if I'm honest. If you were to use a 4-wheel drive tyre car, you're just going to get a little tiny boost off the line, and then that will be it. Oh, okay. What happened there? These cars... Oh, his is 332. Wow, okay. There you go. See, look, it's literally all tarmac. So, guys, don't bring anything off-road. And even at the end there, it's still majority sort of like tarmac. You're coming in at that much speed, it's not going to make much of a difference. Now, guys, have you experimented with the new... see, this guy's brought he's brought it to the lumber mill. That's not going to work for him. So the way... Oh, he's got 3 Maloos here, actually. It's going to be a tight one. I'm going to draw that third race, see what happens. The Maloo's something I've never thought of keeping more than one of, really. It's not been a massively entertaining car throughout the time. The Sidewinder, unfortunately, I've fused another one away, and, it's one of them that I kind of regret not keeping 2 of. Oh, yeah, he went with a 332 version there as well. A lovely jubbly. Now, the TRX is quick, but it's also, not got fantastic handling. It's been nerfed and nerfed and nerfed. It's crazy what they've done to some of these cars. To think that was quite a hard fight for the TRX. Oh, it was for me. For them just to do that to it, and make it less than a packed bullable car. Does not necessarily feel right. And I know a few people have felt exactly the same about some of the other cars as well. Now, I've not actually watched this between these two. I know that the Mercedes is quick, and it's got the MRA, but it hasn't got the handling. So what's going to happen between these two? See, the Mercedes is picking up the pace, which is nice. I think if the Mercedes can stay within touching range come that last straight, I think the Mercedes might just take it. It's within touching distance, isn't it? So here we go, on the straight, boom. Oh my God, it takes it. Beautiful. I've not actually watched that race yet, and I didn't realise it did win either. So there you go, a 332 version of the Mercedes-Benz will beat a Maloo on there. So that's good information, guys, if you need it. I know the event finishes later tonight, but that's sort of where I'm at with it. So let's go this guy this time. Let's share the love. So I'm going to go. Which way am I going to go this time? That on there, that on there, that on there, and then lose with my thingy. I wish I'd maxed it. I wish I had the option to max it. Not, I have got the option to max it, of course, but it's one of those that when the Savannah Way came out, that was the optimal time to max it. Like it was a well-used car. It was ready for the finals. It was going to be that's it. And when you pull it after the finals, it just becomes irrelevant. Once that update's been and done, you find that some of the cars just don't pack the punch that they used to. And you just don't have a reason to max them. Not when you've got brand new cars coming out and you're like, well, do I waste my resources building something like that? Or do I build new cars? And I think the answer's got to be, if you want to be competitive, when a new update drops, it's upgrade new cars, isn't it? And that's kind of where you've got to be. And that's where we're at now that this update's dropped. And because there's so many cars that have dropped into the update, it's going to take a long time for your lower end to catch up and be competitive. Depends on how much cash you've got and how much resources you've already got stored away. But, it takes whatever it takes to max a rare. There's how many new rares in the game? Let's have a look. We can't look here. Let's. So if you think there's 68 brand new, and 67 because one of them's a prize car. If you say just on average it's 30,000 to max just one rare car, and that's just ballpark. I'm just guessing there, and it's going to take 15 uncommons to max each one as well. To max 68 of them, you're going to be looking at a fair old whack of time and about $1 million, if not more, in cash just to max them. This is not like earning cash with them and stuff like that. It's just to max them. And let's have a look. If we added another 49 uncommons to go with it as well, you're looking at a fair old whack of money. I reckon 1.5 million just to max them, never mind the resources. And of course, you do need to try and claw some stuff back as well. So, yeah, there's plenty to get at. Let's see. So, Wanderlust. Let's see what's going on in this event. So I did put a hand in, and unfortunately the game has kicked it out. So if you now click this button here, match info, that will now take you and show you what is going on with the track sets. So we've got like cross country and field slalom for one, and then there's one without any off-road, and then you've got a mixed one again in field slalom and another one with mixed slalom. But you've also got a city street on that track set as well. 2 city streets on that track set, should I say, but no city streets on any of the other track sets. So that one makes it a difficult one to know what to do with. It's ACC, Forest, Savannah, Lock to Lock, World Express, Pacific Coast Highway, with 2 of your cars being road most travelled. So I know that we need at least one off-road. Now, do I go something like this just to maybe have a gap filler? We know that there's a decent drag in it. Do I want to spend 102 or 103 RQ taking a Max Lotus or a semi-maxed Audi, or do I want to have a little bit less and risk the Ultima? Take something a little bit twistier. So what should we go with? I'm thinking something along the lines of the Lotus, and that gives us 59 to play with, which isn't fantastic. That's low ground clearance. I could do with something like that for at least one of the medium races, but then that would mean sacrificing to something like the Ford Capri, which, let's face it, is not great. The Alpha, that's medium ride height, so would possibly come into play on one of the track sets. Or do I go that way? Look at RQ40, 45's pants. To be fair, actually, I can take that away. 45, what could I play with around here? Could possibly take the Boxster. Could possibly take the Abarth. I don't think the Saturn Sky is worth taking. The Ginetta, that could work. That would increase up to 41 with the roads less travelled, which could give me access to that one. I don't think that's medium height either. So I'm looking at only one off-road tyre car and only one medium ride height car. Shall we go and see how that plays out? So the first one's actually a double off-road. So that's obviously straight on there. And we're going to go with, do we do field slalom or cross country? It doesn't really matter. Field slalom. I think it's going to have to be something like that to minimise the amount of damage. I'm loving all these kind of new track sets and stuff they're putting in. I know this one's been in for a little while with the cross country, but it was recently added within the last sort of year or so. Another loss here, but should get a nice big win on the next race on the field slalom. This should probably be, I'd imagine, a good 150, if not more, points. There we go, 200, 250, 260 points. So I was even far off myself there with that prediction. And this should be a nice 150 points, yeah. So that's actually enough for 3 stars with that one. Let's see if we can locate this new Hyundai at the bottom. So we're going to stay with this hand for now and see what happens. So this one's got 2 city streets, but he has brought a city streets car in regards to that one. So we know that's going on there straight away, and that's going on there straight away. That's 2 decided. Then we're going to go, that one on there and that one on there. I think we're just going to have to take it. I mean, the city streets should be close anyway, for the simple fact that it's both low cars. But how much? I suppose it's probably only going to be, a low 50-ish. Not much between these two. But then his is also semi-maxed as well. I mean, he would have the advantage on a city streets double track because, unfortunately, the Porsche is low as well. So that doesn't make it the ideal double city streets car. So would there be anything else? Let's have a look. Off-road and all surface. Let's have a look, see what I've got. Now, this could be ideal for the simple fact that you can use it for both city streets and the off-road. But is it going to make up enough points against this car itself? And it would also mean I'll have to find something. I don't know if it's a road most travelled, is it? No, it doesn't come under the road most travelled. So we'd have to... Let's take that away and have a look at that. 45. Okay, so actually I could probably stay with that. Take and move up to 47 there. And do what? Do I take the Alpha? Or do I just bite the bullet and actually still take the Lotus? Because I feel the Lotus is probably still better than the Alpha, even though that the Alpha's slightly a higher RQ. Or do I just completely bite the bullet and go, do you know what, we'll take that and see what happens? It depends on the length of the drags. If I put that in, that only gives me 42 to play with, which could leave me with that. So I've got 2 cars that would work for city streets. I've got a car that will work for drag. And the hand does not meet the requirements. Ah, yes, because I needed a most travelled car. See, that's medium ride height, but I've not finished it. Yeah, it's deciding what to do, what's going to be best for my hand. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to stick with that. And I'm going to see what fits at 42. Not a great deal, unfortunately. Do I take that as my city streets car? And put something else in. Some of the strong Morgans. There's a strong Porsche for Twisty. That's not bad. Okay, so we'll try that one. So this guy has brought this as well. Mine is slightly better. Tough call as to what to play here because this is going to lose quite drastically against pretty much everything there. So what's the options I can do? Is anyone else bringing a big... See, some people haven't even brought a single off-road tyre car. How are they even in this, at this like height? What do I do? we'll bite the bullet, fight this guy, whatever happens, whatever is what happens. I can use that to carry me, but I don't know how much it's going to carry me. That's on there. This is not going to be a pleasant ride at all. This one's going to be a loss, I think. And sometimes you just got to bite that bullet and see, what suits for 3 out of the 4 track sets. So 105 loss there. Only 129 win there. So currently I'm still ahead. This is going to be a big loss. Oh, okay, maybe not as much as I thought. There's only 1 point in it, but who's going to win this last one? It's not going to be me. I wouldn't think. The Audi is just too strong. So this is really a difficult sort of one to do. Do you look at building a hand for 2 city streets and 2 off-road, or what? So this one, again, should work slightly different. It shouldn't really be too much of a problem. See, yeah, I could use that. Actually, that would probably see me quite well. But, again, it's only leaving me the option for 1 city streets. Something I've got to decide on. I might bring that Lotus in. I think that's probably about the best I can do there. It's a tough, see, that the Bronco is definitely worth bringing for 3 of the 3 of the 4 track sets. That's the thing. You've really got to kind of decide. And how these guys are running 6 and 7 nils when you know that actually the track sets don't really allow for it. Right, so I think I'm going to sacrifice, actually. I want to take that. I've still got A city streets in regards to that. It's not giving me much to play with at all. It just really doesn't give you much to think about. I could take that, or I could take that. That might be better. That's a city street car too. That's road most travelled, and that's road most travelled. So I've still got. Oh man, what do I do? What do I do? We'll see. We'll see what happens. So this one's got, again, 2. The joys of having to decide what you're going to do, eh? I think, I don't know. It's a tough one, guys. It's tough to decide which way you want to go. I know that will carry me, and that's a good upgrade. Right. That's where I'm at, guys. Trying to earn a bit of cash. Oh, and can I just show you as well that if you were to go into clubs, you can actually also see the match info there, and that will give you what is going on there too. So that's just a little bit of something for you to know, a little bit of knowledge there for you. As I only just found out that myself, and I think it's quite a decent thing to have knowledge of. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day, and I will catch you next time for another Top Drives video. Take care. Bye-bye.